Yeah, piece of sauce, man. Oh, and no DethWrld Riddim, Shot By DethWrld is done without this added.
Shut it! You did it again?
Yeah, reggae or not. Sorry.
Wagwan Massive, it's your girl Chanel back with another episode of the Gleaner Riddim Challenge. This week's producer might be strange to your eyes, but he's no stranger to your ears. In the chair, we have the big boss at DethWrld Records, Shot By Deth.
Yeah, we're going Shot By Deth, also known as DethWrld Records, and we're at Catalog Music Group headquarters.
Keanu Shot By Deth Gordon is the 26-year-old head of DethWrld Records. The musical maverick first entered the scene as a cinematographer and photographer, lending his eye to visual masterpieces. Shifting gears in 2022, the rising star began his journey as a music producer. Quickly gaining notoriety behind the scenes, he is the mind behind some of dancehall's latest hits like Turn the Other Way and Clipped All by Iwater. This week, Shot By Deth takes on the Gleaner Riddim Challenge. In this challenge, producers must use 3 random sounds to create a brand new rhythm in the genre provided.
When you got your genre, what would you want?
I mean, I don't do reggae. I don't produce reggae, so it was kind of a challenge for me, something new. I think I've only gotten challenged to do this one time, and that was like 2021.
To do what? To make a reggae rhythm?
Yeah, it was terrible. So, you know what I'm saying? I think this is a elevation from that, and if you can see where, you know, where I come from to where we reach now.
Okay.
But it was a challenge, not used to reggae, not a fan of building reggae, because it's live sounds really, but you know what I'm saying, we're doing it digitally.
Devastation all around.
To be honest, wasn't a fan of the I call it a vox, the vocal, the devastation all around. I wasn't really a fan of it, but you know, found a way to tuck it into the rhythm, used as an intro. And the stomping sound, I guess, you know, I found a way to kind of turn it into like a perk to use as a part of the instrumental to build it up at the start. Try and see if we can steer it in a direction, because I don't do reggae, so this is not going to be a typical reggae beat, but I'm pretty sure a man like Jesse Royal or Protege or any one of them man in that field could do some damage on it. And if they want to blend in a dancehall artist, it could work. First thing was to find 2 melodies. So my main melody, just a simple dub guitar pick, and then I complemented it with this, which is like a, I just say like a synth, you know what I'm saying? But this to me, I could have rock with, you know what I'm saying? It's not too bright, it's not too dark, you know what I'm saying? It still could get a specific set of music on that, you know, some weed song, some this, some that, some bun out this, you know what I'm saying? So when I heard the sounds given to me, immediately I just knew that I wanted to take it into that kind of darker road, especially like how the vocals said devastation all around and stuff like that. So these were the 2 melodies I could have find, put them together, and it blend nice. After that, I was finding like the bounce I wanted for it. Usually my rhythms I tend to have somewhat of a little build up, which is a personal thing. So in this, from the build up, we're getting that bounce already like established from the snares that I'm using, along with the clinking sound that you guys gave me. And all I did was add like a delay to it, turn down the cutoff, so it has like a nice little splash instead of just being a clink. So I just cut it down to size to how I could work with it. And I think it works well within the rhythm. So you'll have the snare going off, and then you hear this clink,
Like an echo.
Yeah, and it just come in and it's like a little ping pong, it just bounces, you know, just to give the rhythm a little life. From there, you know, the rest was kind of simple, just some more little perks, some bells, just to add to the whole ambience of what's going on. Accompany that with some, these shakers, yeah, some light shakers. What's this? Let me see. This is another shaker as well, to just give you that build-up vibe. You know what I'm saying? Stop the sounds, that's kind of how I go about my thing, and then I'll draw for the bass. And as I said, because it's not a typical reggae, this is a bass from Omnisphere. It's called the Love Bass, and it's kind of like just a fat, aggressive bass that I feel like could represent me in a rhythm like this. You know what I'm saying? So when everything is all together, for the intro you get this. This is how I'm reach right now, but like I'm gonna definitely add some more elements in it. I have a lot of live instruments that I've downloaded, not just sounds, but like actual knockings, you know, the drum patterns. So we're gonna put in some and, you know, try and do like a whole breakdown and some different little stuff into it, just to add flavor to it.
You told me that you don't really love reggae because it's digital instruments you work with and not live ones. Why is that?
Nah, like, don't get me wrong, I love reggae. You get me? So like, just like the average man, I appreciate it. And it's just that when I'm building an instrumental, I prefer, you know what I'm saying, to go about it the right way, which is, if I'm doing reggae, I'd love to have had time to probably sit down with somebody that does bass or somebody that does keys, you know what I'm saying? I don't play, you get me? I just program for the most part, so still learning to get to that level, but you know, Rome wasn't built in a day.
You just added a bunch more stuff?
Yeah.
Tell me what you did.
I added a little bit of me to the rhythm, you know what I'm saying? Still a dancehall producer at heart, so this challenge, even though it's for reggae, still had to be creative, still had to stay true to me, so I added a little bit of a dancehall bounce along with like a nice little drum roll that is like toms that I just put in, and then sprinkle in one more element, which was like a nice little guitar just to bring it through, and then just fly back the front, give back that nice little ending as to how it started, if you get what I'm saying. So we added this instrument right here, which is the guitar, as I'm telling you about. So it's like, it's from the Omnisphere, just the same, because everything I'm using right now is the Omnisphere. That's not the Edge of Sauce, sorry. That sound is actually a baritone guitar, yeah. So that sound is a baritone guitar, which I think we still have as live instruments, because as I say, like, I'm going through, I'm not fully equipped, but you know what I'm saying, we pull through the same way with it. So that was a sprinkle that we added to just get that little dark vibe that's meant the same way, just to pay homage to me and what me I do with this. And then from there we added this kind of saw vibe, still just, you know, making it a little bit more modern-esque. And in what I'm saying is, when you put these two songs together, you get a nice little dark vibe. Like this almost coming like, you know, like when you don't put on your seatbelt.
Like the devastation all around.
Yeah, like it really gives this rhythm the sauce. Like it really gives it that grittiness that I think it needed. Because I said, like, the sound was devastation all around, some stomping sounds, a clinking, like nothing that no sound good. You know what I'm saying? So really amplify that sound, I just add in this edge saw and this baritone guitar. Along, as I said, with this new dancehall bounce. It was like me last year, like this would be a rhythm. If you get what I'm saying, like the bones there. So from this, we just sprinkle in the rest of the elements them. And away that. So together, we have this. Yeah, piece of sauce, man. Oh, and no DethWrld Riddim, Shot By DethWrld is done without this added.
Shut it! Did it again?
Yeah, reggae or not. Sorry. By the time I put a voice on this song, I'm gonna tell you.
For your second reggae rhythm
Yeah,
ever,
second reggae rhythm ever in life.
are you satisfied?
No, not until I have a voice on it now. You get me? I think this would be a dope, a reggae twist. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to probably put somebody on this and see where it goes.
You had mentioned DethWrld earlier. Who else you hear on it?
Somebody vintage, but like probably if it's a case where we can find somebody vintage and go a modern style on it, that'd be nice. Like when I see somebody vintage, like Barrington Levy vintage, you get me, Barry's Hammond vintage, like somebody really a veteran per se, you know what I'm saying? And even if we can go a veteran blended with somebody nice on this, that'd be nice. But that's just off back when I build, that's at the extreme I build to at least, you know what I'm saying? Because you put it up far, try to reach it.
Now you have done the Gleaner Riddim challenge.
Yeah.
What other producers would you like to do this challenge?
So I call out Messiah Beats. I call out Sean God. You know what I'm saying? Like there's too much of them, but I call out TJ Tory. You know what I'm saying? All of those people are people in the game actively working. So this would be something nice for them to do, and you know what I'm saying? You guys are.
Talk to them.
Oh, a Gleaner, isn't it? Yeah, that's where I'm put it.
Next week on the Gleaner Riddim Challenge.
It's like a modern type of dancer, so the new artists, old school artists, everybody can go on it. Dancers can dance to it.